Like, I feel like if Roswell really didn't happen, they wouldn't need to cover their tracks to this extent. I'll give you an example. So we all talk about this object being found, this UFO, this crash, right? Well, about 20 years later or so, they came out and said, okay, listen, we did lie. We did lie about the UFO crash. But it wasn't a UFO. It was a weather balloon, like we said. But the weather balloon was actually not just a normal weather balloon. It was a weather balloon to be able to spy on like sonic radars, like capturing sound for the Soviet Union. So it was like a special weather balloon that you weren't allowed to know about. So we told you kind of it was a weather balloon, but it wasn't really just a weather balloon. It was like a special weather balloon called Project Mogul, which was a project that they're working on to fly these like high altitude balloons to capture sound waves and stuff. Right? So that was the first one. It's like, okay, so you guys are saying you lied about the weather balloon. Now you're saying it was a special weather balloon that we couldn't know about at the time. All right, fine. Now there's people at the time in 1947 said, but we saw bodies. Like, we saw bodies that were taken away, you know, that they took away from the crash debris. And they said, oh, well, those bodies that you guys saw being rolled away, those were crash dummies from another project, where we were, seeing how like the dummies, fell, or however there was an explosion in a plane. That's what those dummies were, in the exact same spot of where the UFO crash was. So it's just like they covered their tracks in so many weird ways that to me it just doesn't make any sense, right? And the last thing is that if those things were what the hoax was of Roswell, then we go all the way back to the Rosswell Museum. How come when we walk in the Rosswell Museum in downtown Roswell, there's not the crash dummy that was found? Oh, this is a leg from the crash dummy that was found.
Exactly.
Here's a piece of Project Mogul. Now, because we told the world what Project Mogul is,
that's all it was, you would have it, and then
you would have it on display. It's the greatest American hoax that ever happened.